Members of the Trump administration were out in full force, responding to President Trump's sweeping new tariff policy. The question on everyone's mind, how will the administration react to the recent stock market crash? Since the tariffs were announced, the market has lost over 12% of its value, a staggering $5 trillion in total so far. Howard Lutnick, Trump's Commerce Secretary, appeared on Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan, framing the tariffs as a necessary step to secure American national security.
Did you expect this level of shock in the financial markets?
So you've got to realize this is a national security issue. I mean, we don't make medicine in this country anymore. We don't make ships. We don't have enough steel and aluminum to fight a battle, right? All our semiconductors are made overseas. They're all made elsewhere. We've got to start to protect ourselves, and we've got to stop having all the countries of the world ripping us off. This is what the president is here to fix for America.
Brennan pressed Lutnick on Trump's ambition to reindustrialize America, and he confirmed that it remains a top priority for the administration.
What I hear you laying out there is a plan to reindustrialize the United States and to bring companies back to America, to invest.
Well said.
Lutnick made it clear the tariffs are here to stay.
There is no postponing. They are definitely going to stay in place for days and weeks. That is sort of obvious.
On Meet the Press with Kristen Welker, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent downplayed concerns over the market downturn, pointing instead to other, more favorable economic indicators.
Markets lost more than $6 trillion in value. Was this disruption always part of the plan, Mr. Secretary?
In terms of the market reaction, look, we get these short-term market reactions from time to time. The market consistently underestimates Donald Trump. Everyone wants to look at the stock market going down. You know what else went down? Oil prices went down almost 15% in 2 days, which impacts working Americans much more than the stock market does. Interest rates hit their low for the year, so I'm expecting the mortgage applications to pick up.
Bessent argued that this economic shift has been building for some time, echoing his fellow cabinet members in stating that the tariffs are part of a broader national security policy shift from the Trump administration.
This has been years in the building, years in the making. You know, this unsustainable system, our trading partners have taken advantage of us. And also, Kristen, this is a national security problem, which we saw during COVID. We saw during COVID that optimal supply chains are not resilient. And what I could say is the only good outcome from COVID is it was a beta test for what would happen if our supply chains got broken.
This is what they came up with. Geez, come on, have some gumption, have some math.
Meanwhile, Jim Cramer joined Erin Burnett on OutFront to weigh in on the Trump tariffs. And spoiler alert, he's not a fan.
Because I am not a free trader, and I do not believe in free trade. And I was just as tough, if not tougher, than his people, but they screwed it up. And they really did it a totally ill-advised way. And I was very let down as someone who really, truly believes that free trade is awful for the American working person. This is what they came up with. Geez, come on, have some gumption, have some math.
His main gripe, the math ain't mathing.
But I went deep on the numbers today, and the numbers do not make any sense.
How in the world do they do that?
The way that they handled it was so Bush League that I was surprised. And President Trump has people who around him know these things.
And Erin Burnett herself didn't hide her frustration with Scott Bessent.
Scott Bessent, he is a smart guy.
He's very smart.
He is a smart, thoughtful, respected person. And he came out and defended these.
Well, I think when you
But
work
people
for
like that, they know. He knows.
And I know he knows what reciprocal tariff really is. And he didn't deliver on that. And that was a shame because there was such a great opportunity to course correct and make it so all these people who have taken advantage of our country repeatedly and wiped out all of the jobs in small towns, wiped out my father's job. This is one of the reasons why I've always felt like this. It's ridiculous how badly we've been taken advantage of. And I thought they were going to do something. And what did they do? They cratered the damn stock market and gave us nothing.